Well, it was just my imagination once again running away with me. Okay, man, I love that song. So I don't want to ruin it. I want to talk about that, our imagination. You know, we set those goals. We've been talking about goals. I'm talking about goals all this year because I want you to reach your 2019 goals, those resolutions that you set. Did you forget? Did you give up on them? Did you keep on moving? Are you moving? Are you pushing forward? Are you the eye of the tiger? Oh, that might be a good song to do. Are you pushing and doing the things you need to do to get where you want to be? Are you working towards that goal? Are you thinking about that? What's your next step? What did you do today to get you there? Did you work harder on yourself than you did at your job? Studying to become a better person. You know, we have to focus, stay focused on that. And when people say, man, that dude's crazy, they think of some crazy stuff, smile and say thank you, because you have to be different. You have to be different than the people around you if you want to create what you want. You know, if you stay the same, say, you know what, I accept where I'm at because it's too hard. I can't imagine. What are you talking about, Gil? I can't visualize. I don't even know what that means. Visualize. You know, the goals you have to see yourself having those goals. You have to be able to imagine yourself living in that moment today. If it's 2 years down the road, right now we're talking about a year down the road. If you want that up there, you have to see yourself doing it. You have to see yourself living it. You have to see yourself holding it, whatever it is. If you're driving, if it's a car, you're driving the thing, you know, whatever it is, you have to see yourself doing it. You have to be able to talk about it. Man, I got my new car, I got my money, whatever it is. You got to be able to envision those things happening. So when somebody asks you, like if I were to ask you a year from today, hey, how you doing, man? What's happening? You should be able to talk about the things that you have now. You have to live the future now. Visualize it. You have to visualize it. And that's where imagination comes. You know, it's a funny thing. Our minds filter all this stuff that we think about all the time. And it's either going to filter good stuff, new stuff, or it's going to filter the stuff that we've learned all our lives. And if it's been negative, and if it's been impoverished or whatever, or bad thinking, your mind's going to know that that's the right thing. So it's going to sort through all these stuff coming in your mind, and it's going to keep the bad. I want you to hear that. Your mind is going to filter the things that you've heard all your life. Now, the way to get through that is you've got to change what goes into here. You got to reprogram your mind to start thinking differently. Man, let me tell you what. And a lot of friends out there that watch my videos know that not too long ago, I was a jerk. You know, I wasn't the person I am today, but I started filling my thought process with, I have been doing it for a long time, but I've been filling my thought process with how to change me. How can I change myself to become a better person so that I can become better, so that I can help others become better? Because this is what I've wanted to do most of my life. I knew that public speaking, being in front of an audience, those were the things I've always wanted to do. But I had all these other things in my mind saying, hey, you're no good, man. You can't make this happen. You cannot create anything you want. You're no good. You're a failure. That's how my mind was filtering. It was blocking all the good stuff and keeping it. And that's what keeps most of us from becoming successful. It's what's been programmed in our mind. I think the study is from zero, from the time we're born till we're 7 years old. I want to say it's about 7 years old, is when we pick up the majority of our thoughts for our mind. And a lot of our life is reflected on those moments. So if you had a bad childhood, or if you had bad experiences of childhood with watching what's going on in the world as you're learning, that stays with you. So we got to find a way to overflow that brain of ours, to get rid of all that stuff, so that when our mind is sorting things out and it's thinking, because we're visualizing the things we want. You know, that's closing. I mean, you should be doing it every day, visualizing the things you want, where you want to be, who you see yourself. If you study every successful person that's gone from nothing to whatever they've created, they've all visualized, they've all seen themselves do that. Walt Disney did it. It's in my book. You know, it's about, you know, Walt Disney seen Disney World or Disneyland before it was even built. You know, those are the things, that's the things you want. You need to be able to see the things you want to accomplish before it's built, before you get it. You need to see yourself with it. You need to change the filters in your mind. Work harder on yourself than that you do at your job. Constantly study. And I'm telling you, give up the TV, give up the games. Start working on the things you want. If you want to be healthy, not working out is not going to help you. Thinking about working out is not going to help you. You got to physically get into what you want to do. You have to do it. You got to do it. So in order to reprogram your mind, you got to start thinking about studying the people, meeting the people that do the things that you do or that you want to do. Make it happen. You can do that. So when people say, man, that dude's crazy or that lady's crazy because of their imagination's just gone wild, smile and start singing a song. It's just my imagination once again running away with me. It's your imagination. It should be running for you today. Okay, I'm done singing. I love you guys. Thinking about your imagination. Become as most creative as possible. Become the next Walt Disney. You can make it happen. Anybody's got that talent in them. They just got to make it happen. I'll see you. My book, I Know I'm Better Than What I Was Told, has all those secrets that taught me to change from who I was to who I am today. All those secrets are in my book. Some great stories in there to help you embed in your mind the thoughts, so you don't forget about reading. You know, we read stuff and we forget about what we read sometimes because we change other things. Get my book. It's on GilEvansBooks.com, Amazon. I'll put the link down below. Click the link below and order that book. I'm telling you, it'll be a great thing for you. Love you guys. Peace. See ya.